What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Fallout 3 100% run. Now let's put our vault education and the fact that our both our parents were genius scientists. We've got that science gene, so let's take a look at this bomb.
The men, women, and children of the earth come forth to gather and behold the power of Atom.
There we go. See, that's easy to a 9 intelligence character.
I'll be damned. You did it, didn't you? You disarmed that thing. Here's your reward. Hell, why don't you move in? Could use someone like you. Got an empty place here you can use. Here's the key indeed. It ain't much to look at, but talk with Moira. She's got random odds and ends you might be able to spruce the place up with. Later.
Thank you kindly, sir. It's not too bad for our first, 48 hours outside the vault. Disarm a bomb. Negotiate peace between a small settlement and a group of emo wanted vampires.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wadsworth, your personal robotic butler. I am here to look after your needs and to keep you happy and entertained. What can I do for you?
Let's hear a joke.
Yeah, the two cannibals are eating a clown. One cannibal turns to the other and asks, "Does this taste funny to you?" My humor emitter array requires recharging. Of course. Don't let me keep you.
Put our mementos now. We need to carry our childhood BB gun and our bat around. Switch to a knife now. I'm not going to use the recon armor. No. Wait till I can actually repair it. So you know what, I will keep the recon armor. Go with that for a while. Ah yes, one more thing we can bench. Whoa, excuse me. Who sees me? Oh. Move along.
Don't even think of breaking into that. Where is it now? There we go.
What do you need? Well, I'll be. The pressure's up in the plant. It looks like all the leaks have been fixed. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. But listen, it's only a matter of time before they burst again. And someone like you might not be around to fix them. I'll make you a deal. I'll give you caps for any scrap metal you can bring me. You'll find it all over the place out there in the wastes. If I have a steady supply of scrap, I can keep the plant running and the pipe should be just fine. We got a deal? Good. This just keeps looking better. Those parts will keep this place running and the town in fresh water. Hurry back as soon as you find some.
Can open hard locks now. And let's see here. There's really not a whole lot worth taking at this level. So I think I'm just gonna... Or no, I'll go with Fortune Finder, because to take 2 in intense training, there's a... Obviously, we're gonna get almost perfect at 30. So everything's gonna be to 9 or 10 eventually, anyways. The resident nutcase, Moira Brown.
Hey, I hear you're that stray from the vault. I haven't seen one of you for years. Good to meet you. I'm Moira Brown. I run Craterside Supply, but what I really do is mostly tinkering and research. Say, I'm working on a book about the wasteland. It'd be great to have the foreword by a vault dweller. Help me out, would you? I'm pretty sure I remember a girl coming into town with that about 10, 12 years ago. She didn't know a thing about the wastes, and I knew she'd get herself hurt without some sort of protection. So I offered to armor her vault suit. Never saw her again. Probably died out there, poor thing. In a way, she gave me the idea to write this book. It's yours if you help.
You can bypass a lot of her tasks completely by speech checks, but you're getting people who read the book killed. You've got to consider that.
Great! Just tell me what it's like to live underground all your life, or to come outside for the first time, or whatever strikes your fancy.
Sounds like a Dragon Age dwarf right here. Thinking they're gonna fall up into the sky.
Well, it takes a little more work than that to get food. And good water's even harder. But you'll figure that out soon enough. Here, take the armored suit. It won't help feed you, but it should keep you from being food for anything else. Or anyone else. That'll be good for the book. In fact, want to help me with the research? I can pay you, and it'll be fun. Well, it's a dangerous place out there in the wastes, right? People could really use a compilation of good advice, like a wasteland survival guide. For that, I need an assistant to test my theories. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt because of a mistake. Nobody's ever happy when that happens. No, then they just yell a lot at me with mean words. All right, then. Now, I think the first chapter will have to be about surviving day-to-day dangers. Things like where it is and isn't safe to find food, the dangers of radiation, and how to avoid and even profit from dangerous landmines. Ooh, sounds like fun, doesn't it? Which do you want to do first?
Let's go with the mines. 'Cause I need that quest marker.
Landmines are one of the few dangers out there that you can profit from. Disarm one before it blows, and you can sell it for plenty of caps. I've heard stories about a ghost town that's just full of mines. Traders just call the place Minefield. Sounds like the place for some field work. Get in there, get back, and tell me all about it. And could you bring back a mine for my studies? Oh, don't worry. No one ever goes there because they say it's a ghost town. And since ghosts don't exist, you can just focus on the landmines. I hear there's a playground in the middle of town. Reach that point and come back, and I'm sure you'll have some stories to tell. Sure thing.
So how many 10mm do I have?
Good hunting. Come back soon.
Let's pay this guy his 100 caps.
And back he comes. So, are you just thirsty? Or are you ready to pay me fee? Dear Dad's not going to find himself. Good. I hope she got what she deserved. You took care of our little lost lamb, eh? I knew I could count on you. How about you just hand over 100 caps and we'll call it even? Well, that wasn't so difficult, was it? Your dad came through here all right. Didn't stay long, though. Said he had some important business to attend to and headed off to the city. Something to do with Galaxy News Radio. Guess that'd be the place for you to start. Good hunting, and thanks for the caps.
I'll be back for him later.
I await our next meeting with bated breath.
Now Lucy West isn't in here anymore. Just gonna give her the good news
You got something to say to me, kid?
that her brother killed and ate their parents. But he's okay. There's a silver lining in every bad story. hit that. Good lord. Wow, I almost died to a robo brain. You know, in the Fallout 4 playthrough I'm recording, just so happens I just finished up Automatron and the Mechanist layer. So we see firsthand that every one of these saps walking around in the capital wasteland here is some criminal. Some deservedly so. Others are, you know, petty thieves. Damn it. Just realized something. Forgot to deal with our scotch addiction. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back and do that. I don't wanna be walking around the waste with a debuff like that.
huh?
Felt this being unarmed as well.
To hear the thunder of his voice.
I'm Doc Church, and I run this clinic. Now, before you go asking me for help, you'd better know the rules. Rule 1, don't bother me. If you do bother me, you better be damn near dead. I'm busy enough taking care of people I actually like. Follow my rule, I'll keep you patched up, I'll keep getting paid, and we'll get along just fine. I thought you had the look about you. Sure, I can help you, but it's not free. 50 caps, take it or leave it. All right. I got some of this pre-war stuff. Should flush your system right out. All better now, you big baby. Can I get back to work now? Well, speak up then. I don't have all day. Planning on going out and getting shot up, eh? You done? Good.
I guess he can afford to have that lousy customer service. Fast travel this time to the school. Just so scenic, isn't it? Vacuum cleaner in a mailbox. gonna use all my ammo before I get anywhere near where I'm actually going.
Hey there.
Looking for that special something? Let's see what the good doctor has in his magic bag, shall we?
I thought I gave that guy all this.
Give me a
scrap
shout if you
metal.
need anything else.
Seen the antenna from the road down there.
Oh my, I wasn't expecting any visitors. My, you certainly do look a little bit worn out from your travels. Oh, just look at my terrible manners. I'm Agatha. It's so nice to meet you. Now, what brings you all the way out here? Honestly, there's nothing much out here. Looking for sand? Rocks? We have plenty of that. You're welcome to look around this area, of course. Don't let me dissuade you. I'm just trying to save you some time. My husband built this place way out here for a reason. Rest his soul.
Pretty good spot. The only way over is that rope bridge. Cliffs all around that aren't climbable, by the way.
Apart from supply caravans, you're the first person to set foot inside my house in a long time. It's not for lack of trying at this point, mind you. I'm just far off the beaten path. Living in this isolation protects me, but it has also made me very lonely. Oh, goodness, no. I have a supply caravan that passes here maybe once a week. I trade with them for whatever I need, and I stock up enough till they return. Besides shelter, well, I offer something in the way of entertainment. I play songs on my homemade violin, and people trade me goods. If not in person, I use my husband's old radio set. The men in the caravan say it keeps their morale up on lonely nights in the wasteland. Oh, you are a clever one. Yes, that's exactly the problem that I have with it. It doesn't quite play all of the notes correctly, and I have to constantly tinker with it.
Intelligence checks. That's something I miss in Fallout 4, too. Well, there's a couple of them when you're fixing stuff, but that's about it.
Yes, my husband was very proud of the setup. He tinkered with that thing for years to get it working. I've tried to use it to get whatever I need, but I've never gotten a reply. But now that you mention it, yes, there is. My trading depends on my violin. Without it, I have nothing to play, no way to make music. If you can bring me a violin, a better one, I'd feel much more secure. Yes, Very sad, isn't it? Sad to think that no more musical instruments will ever be made the old way ever again. Well, fortunately, I know where perhaps the last real violin in the world exists. If you give me your word that you will recover it, I will tell you more. You have a point. Perhaps I've been neglecting needs that you might have and being selfish. I have a small amount of ammunition that my husband left behind. A box of odds and ends. I don't think I've opened it in years. If you do this for me, you're welcome to take whatever you need. Oh, I don't think I've been this happy in years. As promised, here's the key to the ammunition box. It's right under the radio table. Before you leave,
Forget what
I
vault
have
this
some
sends us to.
information that may help you, at least a place to begin. It all starts with my great-great-grandmother Hilda back in 2077, before the bombs fell. Of a kind, yes. Hilda sent a good deal of letters to my great-grandmother Mary, who passed them on, and so forth. I suppose the correspondence could be considered a diary of sorts. It certainly is a long time. That precious instrument has been through a lot. Anyway, Hilda was quite a special woman, classically trained and exceptionally talented at the violin. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only imagine how exquisite this instrument must have been. When the war reared its head, she was invited by Vault Tech into Vault 92. They claimed the vault would be dedicated to preserving musical talent. Vault Tech was always promoting the vaults being used for the preservation of the arts and all that nonsense. Hilda couldn't pass on a chance to meet many of the other musical talents of the world, so she accepted their invitation. Then the bombs fell, the vault was sealed, and my family never heard from her again. She kept it in a special pressurized case. Inside the case is the perfect temperature and humidity for the instrument. If the case is still functioning, the Stradivarius would be in perfect shape. Hilda's Stradivarius was named the Soir Stradivarius. All of them had names. That's what I want you to get. That's the catch. I have no idea where it is. I'd suggest making your way to Vault Tech headquarters in the D.C. ruins. That would be a good place to begin. Good luck! I'm sorry. I wish I did. All I know is that Vault Tech intended it to be a protective environment for the world's musical talent. When the bombs fell, the vault was sealed, and the rest is a mystery. Perhaps when you find it, you can find some sort of a record of what occurred inside.
They intended it as a place where they could drive the great musicians of the world mad with white noise.
Not too much, I'm afraid. It was fabricated way back in 1714 by a famous Italian craftsman named Antonio Stradivari. He had made a bunch of Stradivarius violins, actually, and each one was individually named over time to identify them. They are regarded as the most outstanding instruments ever made, and no two sound alike, they say. Incredible! Since the bombs fell laying waste to most of the world, it may be safe to say that this could be the last surviving violin of its kind. Well, from my great-great-grandmother's diaries, I have deduced that she had a special pressurized case created for it. Hopefully, the Soir Stradivarius was in the case when she... well, you know. Well, okay. From what I gather, it's located in the ruins of D.C. I got the location from one of the supply caravans. They told me it had extremely high security and something they call a mainframe inside. I'd imagine it's quite dangerous. I'd be careful if I was you. Be careful. I don't want to be responsible for getting you killed.
Vault 92 is right. Actually, right about here. It's near the Republic. The one true sovereign of the wastes.
If you've got the caps, I've got your face.
Oops, yeah. Getting ahead of myself again. Gotta get that ammo she promised us.
I don't see a case yet. No luck, huh?